This call is now being recorded.
So good morning, all of you.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
We start. Very good. Thank you, beta.
Good
I hope
morning,
you've got.
ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Thank you. Thank you. So I had given you the textual questions of lesson number 11. I hope you got it. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get the question answers of lesson number 11, which I had already given?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Start writing. Did you start writing
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
and start revising as well? Okay. So we
Okay,
start
ma'am.
today. Fine. Thank you. Long answer questions I will give you later. Okay. So lesson number 12, reproduction in plants. That's what we are going to work today. Now, basically, one should be aware of the parts of plants. What are they? There are two type system in plants. One is root system. Can you see over here? This is root system, which consists of, if this is the root, and then you can see those hairs coming out. So the main system is the primary system, and the hairs which are coming out is the secondary root. So one is primary root comprising of secondary root. So we have got root system which has got a primary root, and primary root gives rise to secondary roots. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we come to shoot system. Now in shoot system you can see, what is this beta? This is stem, right? And then it branches out. It branches out. Let's see. Let's see over here. It's one and this is one. So the portion between the nodes, these are called as nodes. The portion between the nodes are called as internode. For example, in sugarcane, you must have observed, I'm talking about sugarcane. This is sugarcane. You get one line over here, and then one line over here, and then you get one leaf, and then one small bird-like structure. These are nodes, okay, from where you get the branch. Here you can see over here, you get a bud. And from this bud, one branch will come out. Then you get leaf. Can you see this leaf? You've got a stem. And what you get, beta? First we get flower. Then when the flower gets fertilized, we get fruits. So these are the parts of the plant comprising of root system, shoot system, and I've gave you all the parts of root system as well as shoot system. Any problems so far?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Now we'll see reproduction. What exactly are we talking about? So reproduction is a method or is a process of giving rise to young ones or the babies from their parents. This is called reproduction. So what are we doing? We are multiplying. What are we doing, beta? We are producing or we are multiplying new babies, young ones from their parents. What are the types of it? Yes, please. One of you start reading, beta.
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Can I?
Give your name and
Asexual
start reading.
single parent is involved simple division of a plant body into two or more parts of or formation of spores.
That means in asexual reproduction, one parent is involved. Remember that. Only one parent is involved. For example, this is a body. It divides into two. How many we get? Young ones. Please adjust your mic. Please adjust your mic. Thank you. These two young ones will again divide and we will get four young ones. So it keeps on multiplying by dividing. This is called as asexual reproduction, where sex is not involved. Okay, now we come to vegetative reproduction. Please start.
Vegetative reproduction. Cell, tissue, or part of an organ of a plant develops into a new organism.
Okay. For example, this is a stem. If I cut a stem, I will get a new plant. If I take root, I cut root, grow it in soil, I will get a new plant. If I take a leaf, put it in soil, I will get a new plant. So this is called its vegetative propagation. Do you understand? So any vegetative part, not flowers, I'm not talking flowers, any vegetative part of a plant can give rise to a new plant. Understood? Hello? Hello,
Sexual
did you understand?
reproduction.
Yeah.
Two
Yes,
parents
read.
are involved. Fusion of male and female gametes,
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 gametes.
gametes produce zygote which develop into seed.
Fine. In this case, in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, one male, the other one female, which gives rise to cells, male cells and female cells, which are called as gametes. And when they unite, it forms zygote. What did it forms? Zygote. And when zygote develops, it gives to seed, which is a baby plant. And when we put seed in the soil, it germinates and gives rise to a new plant. This is called as sexual reproduction. What we found: asexual, vegetative, and sexual reproduction. Now we are going to work everything in detail. This much have you understood? The types of reproduction?
Yes.
Okay. Please start reading.
Reproduction. Reproduction is the process production of
Production.
new individuals from their parents. The vegetative parts of the plant are the roots, stem, and leaves. The reproductive parts of the plant are the flowers. In plants,
Fine. Just a moment. Just a moment, Vita. Now, what is reproduction that we have already observed? That new young ones are produced from the parents. You agree? Girls, all of you agree, Vita? That we are producing babies. We are producing young ones from the parents. Yes or no?
yes,
We also know the vegetative parts are minus flowers. Everything will be on the vegetative parts without flowers. That is root, stem, and leaves. What about the reproductive parts? Only flowers. This much have you understood?
yes.
Okay. Please start with it.
In plants, there are two main types of reproduction. They are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is an asexual reproduction, new plants without the help of seeds. Sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, new plants are produced from seeds.
What difference you got in asexual and sexual beta? That in asexual reproduction, seeds are not formed, whereas in sexual reproduction, seeds are formed. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? All of you? These are the clarity. Then only you will understand nicely. So we are going step by step. So asexual reproduction, where sex is not involved, so no seed is formed. Whereas in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, so we get seeds. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. So you're understanding very fast, better. Good. Now we'll talk about asexual reproduction. Please start.
Asexual reproduction. In plants, There are different types of asexual reproduction. They are vegetative propagation,
Propagation.
budding, fragmentation, spore formation, etc. Vegetative propagation.
So what are the types of asexual reproduction?
Ma'am, your voice is cutting.
Yeah, ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Asexual reproduction. First is vegetative propagation. That means we are taking stem, leaves, roots, and we get a new plant out of it. Then we talk about budding. Third is fragmentation. And fourth is spore formation. Now, it will be okay in a while, ma'am. It happens so due to network. Now, can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, can you hear me properly now? Hello, am
Yes,
I
ma'am.
clear now? Girls, can you hear me properly now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello,
Yes, yes, you are
can you
clear,
hear me?
Supriya, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, fine.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
comes and goes
Yes.
better on its own. It remains for a few seconds and then it becomes all right. Okay, fine. So these are the four types of asexual reproduction that we are going to study. The first is okay. Thank you, ma'am. The first one is vegetative propagation. Start.
Vegetative propagation. In this method, new plants are produced from the vegetative parts like
Start
the
better.
root system or leaves.
Start
Example,
reading.
if the ma'am, I am reading.
Ma'am, she is reading.
Start reading better.
Ma'am, she is reading.
Vegetative
Can
propagation.
you hear me?
In this method, yes, ma'am. Vegetative
Supriya, ma'am.
Yes. Start.
vegetative
Yes. Start reading better.
propagation. In this method, ma'am, I am reading only.
Just continue. That is what I said.
Supriya, ma'am.
Supriya, ma'am.
Continue.
Ma'am, she is
Someone's
reading.
mic is on better. I know, but she was stopping in between. That means someone's mic is on, so her voice is coming back.
Ma'am, she is reading only.
Just continue then. So why is she stopping?
Ruby ma'am's mic is on.
Yeah, someone's mic is on. Now
Vegetative
start better.
propagation. Vegetative propagation. In this method, new plants are produced from the vegetative parts like the roots, stem, or leaves. Example, if the stem cutting of a rose plant or money plant is planted in the soil, we can get a new plant. Potato has small buds called eyes. If a part of the potato with an eye is cut and planted in the soil, we can get new plants. If a part of ginger is planted in the soil, we can get a new plant. Bryophyllum has buds in the leaf. If a part of a leaf with bud is planted in the soil, we can get a new plant. If a part of cactus plant is planted in the soil, we can get a new plant.
You understood now a bit what is vegetative propagation? In this case, root, stem, leaves are involved. Let's take one by one. Now, you must have observed rose cutting. So we take a stem and we cut like that. See, this is a stem and then we cut it in a slant. You see this rose cutting? And we put it in a pot.
Ma'am, your screen is not.
Ma'am left. Ma'am left. What happened? मैम अचानक से लेफ्ट थी.
फोनमा काकी इशू আছে.
हाँ.
या ईच समझिए.
She'll join in again. Jairesh, if I don't present your screen, whose screen is this?
मैम
Shifa?
I'm not presenting. मैम I'm not presenting.
Okay. She'll join in again, don't worry. She's joined in again.
I don't know, someone removed me or what?
No, no.
I mean, I was removed. I had to rejoin again.
But I was busy downloading and uploading. So if I don't know if the children have done something, but I don't know if it's possible for them.
I don't know. Someone removed me. Please remove me. I don't know why. I was not getting any voice. So I just checked, but there was no connection.
Oh,
I
okay.
rejoined.
No, maybe it happens sometimes.
This is the second
Okay.
time it happened, ma'am, since morning.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm muting the mic, my mic. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay, girls. Now this is a potato. You can see this sort of marking. Have you ever observed?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
These are called as eyes. These are actual birds. These are birds. It looks like eyes, so it is called as eyes. Now, if I cut this portion of the eye and put it in the soil, I will get a new potato plant. Okay? Okay, beta? If I
Okay,
take
ma'am.
ginger, if I take ginger and I take a piece of ginger, put it in the soil, I will get a new ginger plant, right? There's another bryophyllum, leaf. This is called bryophyllum. These are notches. There are many birds. These are having birds, right? And if it falls in on the soil, these birds will form new plants. So if there are five notches, I will get five new plants out of one leaf. So what is giving rise to new plants? Leaves. In stem cutting, rows. Got my point? What I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
If you take cactus plant, you know what are cactus plants? Thorny plants, cactus, right? These are all cactus plants, thorns. Yes or no? Now, if one
Yes.
portion falls down on the soil, this portion will give rise to a new plant altogether. These are the means of vegetative propagation. Now we'll see how does it look like. See this. This is stem cutting of rose. Can you see this? I just showed you. This is a slant cut that you get. This is the stem. Understood? This is
Yes.
stem cutting of rose. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we come to money plant. You saw this money plant? If I take a piece of this stem, this much, and I put it in soil, I will get a new plant. Again, vegetative propagation. Look at this. These are eye. Can you see this? Can you see this? If I cut
Yes.
this, I put in soil, I will get a new plant. These are called buds. These are ginger. Take a piece of ginger, I got a new plant. This one is bryophyllum leaves. See, on the leaf itself, I'm getting a new plant. Can you observe this? The last one
Yes.
is cactus. This is cactus. Just now I taught you. If this piece falls off on the ground, I get a new plant. Any problem?
No,
Any
ma'am.
problem?
No, ma'am.
No. No.
Now we come to asexual reproduction. Start.
Asexual reproduction. Formation of new plants from the cell of a single parent.
So how many
Budding.
parents are involved? Only one parent. How many parents are involved? Only one parent. Just a minute.
Budding. A small bulb like cellular outgrowth called bud is formed on parent cell that develops into an independent organism yeast.
East. East. So what does this tell us? That it's a body. There's a small outgrowth, which is called as bud. Then it develops and forms a new young one altogether. So where we get yeast. Now, yeast is observed in curd, dahi. What you call is curd, dahi. That is a working of yeast. Due to yeast, the milk curdles into curd. Now we come to the next one is fragmentation. Please start.
Fragmentation. The adult organism breaks
Organic.
up into
Let us, organic.
called
Who wants to
fragment
talk? Let her
which
finish. Let her finish. The next slide you will take up. Okay, Vita? Let her continue this, and the next slide you will take up. It is organism, Vita. Read.
organism. The adult organism breaks up into two or more pieces called fragments which grows to become a new plant. Algae,
Spirogyra,
Spirogyra,
fucus.
Spirogyra and focus.
Spirogyra, fucus. Fine. For example, I take a plant. Okay. Now this plant breaks from here. I get two new plants. Got it? You understand? I get two new plants. If it breaks from center, it fragments from center. I get two new individuals. This is called as fragmentation. Next is spore formation. Please start.
Spore formation. Parent plant produce microscopic single or multi-celled spherical bodies which germinate into new plants during favorable conditions, ferns and mosses.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this case, a body is matured and then it's got lots of spores and then it bursts and it gives rise to so many numerous spores and each spores will give rise to a new plant. You understand? So the mechanism of formation of new plant is due to spores. See over here. I'll show you. This is east. This one straight. You can see a small bird over here. Can you see a small bird over here? Okay. Can you see a small bird over here? Okay. And now this bird will increase in size. Can you see that? And this see and the
Yes.
size is increased. Okay. Again you can see it is becoming big. Yes.
Yes.
Furthermore, what is happening over here? You can see the material is going moving on to the other side. Can you see over here? Okay. And now when it attains a mature size, what will happen? See, it will start functioning as a new cell. Okay. So the parent is giving rise to a new baby. The parent the parent is giving rise to a new baby. Okay. Understood, beta?
Yes.
See, now these two are behaving like a new individuals. Okay. Okay, beta. This is called as budding. Now you can see the fragmentation. This is a body. It breaks and now 1 and 2. How many fragments it has? It has got 2 babies. Okay. Okay, beta. Okay, beta.
Yes.
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 Now we come to spores. Here you
Ma'am,
can
your
see
voice is not clear.
my voice now. Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
These are the spores like this. And each spore will give rise to a new plant. Right? Each spore will give rise to a new plant. Okay. This is spore formation. Do one by one.
Ma'am, can
Budding.
I read it?
Okay. What's your name?
Lakhani
What's your
Zainab.
name? Okay.
Lakhani
Yes,
Zainab.
then.
Ma'am,
Okay, Zainab.
Owen Fatima, can I read?
Owen Fatima, you will read the next slide. Let Zainab starts. Okay? Start reading, beta.
Budding. Example yes. In this method,
East.
a small
Hello, it is east. It is east,
yeast
beta.
yeast. In this method, a small projection called bud is formed on the yeast cell. The bud grows and becomes a new yeast cell. The new yeast cell also grows and produces more yeast cells.
Okay. Now, a small projection called bud is formed. See over here. This is a yeast cell, right? You see this as a complete cell. This is called projection. Projection comes out from the main cell and then it starts growing and forms new cell. So the projection is called as bud, and when it starts growing or developing into a big size, it becomes altogether a new cell. And then you can see over here, see it's getting cut. Over here, just a moment. See, this is getting curved, but it's not delimited. That means it is not having any wall in between. It is open. But whereas here, you can see the wall has formed. Can you see this wall better? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, can you see the wall? So that means it is behaving like a new body.
Yes.
So babies are formed from the parent plant. Babies are formed from the parent plant. Now, see over here, this is how the curds are formed. This is the parent, and then it starts budding. And so this is all bud, and chains of buds are formed, and the milk curdles and form curd. Okay, it's only due to yeast. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So all of you have understood?
Yes.
If you have any problem, you can ask me right away. This is the mechanism that overnight the milk changes into curd due to this process. Okay, which is called as budding by yeast. Now we come to the second one, that is fragmentation. The breaking. Fragmentation means beta fragment. See, the meaning of the word is inside the topic. That's fragmentation. Fragment means breaking into pieces, fragments. Okay, so you don't have to mug up, you don't have to learn by heart. The word itself tells you the meaning. Read better. Yes, Owen Fatima,
Yes, ma'am.
start reading.
Fragmentation. Examples:
Spirogyra.
Spiro,
No, no, it's not Spiro.
Spirogyra. In this method, the plant breaks up into two or more fragments, and each fragment grows into new plants.
So you understood what I said just now? Now you can see over here. You see there's one marking. Can you see this marking better?
Yes.
It's fine. So I'm just adjusting so you can understand it well. Now this is one plant, right? So it breaks from here, and see we got two plants. What we got better? Two plants. Have you observed that? Then again it will break, and we will get four plants. One, two, three, four. Yes, you got it now? So it keeps
Yes.
on happening. It keeps on happening. Now that breakage could be due to accident or purposely. If I break it into two pieces, those two pieces will form new individuals. And if I don't break and it breaks accidentally, then also it forms so many plants. Now, if one plant breaks into two or three or four, how much ever it breaks, that many plants will be formed. Okay, you understand, Vita?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
we come to the third formation, that is spore formation. What is third? Is spore formation.
Can I
Ma'am,
read
can I
this?
read?
What's your name, Vita?
Lakhani Zainab.
Okay, you just read, I think, no, Zainab, or no? I said Rupani Zainab must have read. Okay, read
No,
it.
no,
No,
Lakhani.
ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Lakhani.
Yes, okay, Zainab, read.
Spore formation. Example: fung, uh,
Fungus.
fungus,
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 beta. Hmm. Fern.
fungus, fun, etc. In this method, the fungus products spores. The
Produces. Read properly. Produces.
produces spores. The spores germinate and produce new plants.
Okay. Now, in this case, now you get those. Have you ever seen fungus on bread?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. The same thing happens over
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
This is what you can see. So what is happening over here? See, I'm just magnifying it. First, they make these rhizoids, okay, and then they multiply with stolon. This is the sporangium. Okay, now it has started forming spores. This is the spore formation, and then it burst, and all the spores gets liberated. See, all this, it's all gone. This portion is gone because the spores are liberated in the air. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And now what happens? Each spore will germinate and form a new plant. Got it? Each spore will germinate and form a new plant. Any problem?
No,
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 ma'am.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Understood, all of you? Understood nicely?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. Now we are going to work on vegetative reproduction.
Ma'am, can I read
Please.
on Fatima?
Can I read
Okay, beta.
Zainab Rupani? Can I read? Can
Zainab
I read?
Rupani, just see, I want to give chance to all of you, beta. Owen Fatima, I think you have already read once. Then Zainab Rupani takes on the charge. Okay, all of you will get chance one by one. Okay,
From
Zainab
that,
Rupani,
can I read?
what's your
Can I
name?
read?
What's your name? The ones who have read, please, you will not tell me, you will not ask me to read. The ones who have not read will ask, okay? So right now, Zainab Rupani, please read. Then later, the ones who have not read it
Ma'am,
anytime will start. Yes,
someone mic
Zainab?
is on mute.
So please ask them. I cannot see better from here. I cannot see, so you have to help me. Ask that person to mute.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Zainab Rupani, start.
Vegetative reproduction. Plant vegetative parts such as root, stem, and leaf is used to produce new plants. Natural method, artificial method.
Okay, read.
Natural method. Roots, stems, rhizomes, bulbs,
Rhizomes,
tubers, rhizomes, bulbs, tubers, combs, and
forms,
leaves.
leaves. And what are
Artific-
artificial methods?
artificial method. Cutting, grafting, layering, tissue culture.
Culture. Fine, that's it. Now, what are we going to read? This is a vegetable reproduction. So what are we using? Root, stem, and leaf, right? What are the natural methods? On its own, it is happening. It's from roots, stems, buds, tubers, rhizomes, or leaves. Whereas artificial method, when we are using it, when we are implementing those activities, when human interference is involved, that is cutting, grafting, layering, tissue culture. You understood? Otherwise, naturally,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
jungles, these things are happening.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is grafting?
I will teach you everything. Okay? You understood this one? That is, see, grafting is what? Easy for you to understand. Now, I take one plant, for example, one plant I take, and I do the cutting. Okay? This much. I take another plant. What I do this type of cutting. What I take this and put it over here and make another plant. You understood? So I've got combination of one and two plants. That is called as grafting. Have you understood? I've taken
Yes.
one stem of
Yes,
one
ma'am.
plant, other stem of
Yes, ma'am.
another plant, and join it. And then I will cover it with plastic or a sellotape, and I will get a new plant. You understand? This is called as grafting. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now from roots, the tubular roots of Dahlia, sweet potato. You know what's sweet potato? Career. We
Yes,
call it
ma'am.
as career.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
sweet and asparagus. They have got tubers. See, this is sweet potato. Can you see this? These are tubers. What are they called as? Tubers.
Tuber.
So what is involved? Roots. So from roots we are multiplying. See, can you see this? These are all roots. Got my point? See, these are all roots. Got it? So from roots we are multiplying the plant. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Are you understanding it well? Any confusion,
Yes.
beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are going to use stems.
Ma'am,
Roots
time
over.
is up.
Time is up, beta. Thank you for informing, beta. Thanks a lot. So I think this much. If you have at all any problem, and I hope you have written down the question or the textual question answers, beta. Have you?
Yes.